Alright, this might get a little weird as you see my infinite windows here, but I have to record my whole screen to show what I'm doing here. So for a second you'll get a glimpse at infinity, and it's kind of neat when I pull up little windows, they bounce down infinitely. I've always found that fun. Alright, what I'm going to look at here is one of the homework problems, specifically number 10 from homework 3. And it says the age in years and heights in inches of all pitchers for a baseball team are listed. Find the coefficient of variation for each of the two data sets, then compare the results. Click the icon to view the data sets. Now, the thing to note here for this is that we're looking at everything within a team. It's all pitchers in a team. And so we're looking at a population, not a sample. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy this to the clipboard. I'm going to come over here and hopefully it'll paste in. I'm not in Excel, but I'm in a similar program. Let's see. No, it did not. Alright, so let me try that again. Did not look like it copied to the clipboard. I will try it. Tabbed. Let's try this one more time. Come over here, and I'm just going to open it in Excel. So give me a data. There. And so now I have this open in Excel. So this is something we can do whenever you see those data sets in Pearson. You can transfer them. I used to copy them as CSV, but this opens in Excel, works nicely. And so what I want to do is I want to calculate the coefficients of variance. So first thing I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to find the mean. And so the mean of the heights is A2 to A13. Does that get everything in there? A2 to A13, yep. And I'm just going to copy this over here, because that'll change that to B's. And then I'm going to need the standard deviation. And so now this is going to be a population. So standard dev.p A2 colon A13, and that has gotten the standard deviation here. Instead of typing everything over again, I will copy over, and notice how it updates the columns. Because I didn't use those $ anchors, it updates everything. And so now I have my mean and my standard deviation. And our equation for our coefficient of variance, coefficient of variance. If we look in our textbook here, I'm trying to use all the resources here. This is a little more clunky this way, but always use your references. When you have a formula sheet in the back of the textbook, which you'll see in tonight, Module 4's lecture, I could go over a little bit. It's not a bad thing to use. But we'll come here, and right at the end, remember my pages in the book. One of the problems with ebooks is if you were in my office asking office hour a question, I would jump right to this page by flipping the book. Online it's a little different, and I don't really have a good camera right now. Standard deviation for group data, and so we want the standard deviation over the mean. And so our only big difference is, were we dealing with a population or a sample? And because we had all of the team, we're going to treat this as a population. So I need to create that formula, this formula, right, which tells us mathematically what's going on, what the CV is. I need to create it in here. So I'm going to take my standard deviation, which was A16, and I'm going to divide it by A15. And I now have, and I guess if I want to change it to percentages, I'll multiply by 100. Remember how I told you I don't read percentages that way. And so this is 3.045%. come over here, that's 14.19367%. And so if I look at the question, it was in Pearson. Where did it go? I had it open. It looked like I must have closed the question when I closed the data set. Give me 1 second to get back to the question, which will probably change the data on me. Oh well. All I wanted to know, Pearson, content, e-text, here we go. Assignments, homework 3, question 10, and round to 1 decimal place is needed. And so what we do here is in this data, I would report this as 3.0% and this as 14.2. All right, that's just a little tip. And now you get infinity again. Ooh, Windows into infinity. Ooh. It's almost like I have my own special effects studio. Oh, the things we do to amuse ourselves. Until again.